The Progress Singapore Party has issued a direct challenge to the ruling People's Action Party for a public debate on policy matters, setting the tone for a contest focused on ideas, rather than personalities in the West Coast-Jurong West Group representation constituency. PSP Chief Leong extended the invitation to National Development Minister Desmond and his team during his speech at the Nanwa High School Nomination Centre on 23 April 2025. Speaking to supporters, Leong declared, "We would like to invite Minister Desmond and his team to debate on policies. Let the voters decide who has better ideas." He was joined by PSP First Vice Chair Hazel Poa and candidate Sumaleki Amja, who also echoed the party's commitment to engage voters through substantive policy discussions. At a separate media interview held later at Block 505 Jurong West Market and Food Centre, Leong elaborated further, saying, "For a healthy election, we must debate policies. We don't just criticise one another." He added that both he and Poa have actively presented alternative policy proposals in Parliament over the past 5 years in their roles as non-constituency members of Parliament. "We believe we have a strong manifesto, and we are willing to accept the debate in any form on any topic," Leong added. In response, Lee maintained that existing election platforms allow for such debates, stating that manifestos provide a means for voters to assess the policy direction of each party. Political parties who say they have walked the ground should also be able to put out detailed proposals and local plans to benefit residents, he said. Lee noted that the PAP had presented its constituency plans during a post-nomination press conference and urged the PSP to do the same. The West Coast-Jurong West contest pits PSP's top leaders, including founding chairman Dr. Tan Cheng Bok, Leong and Poa, against a PAP slate led by Lee. Also on the PSP team are newcomers Sumaleki Amja and in-house legal counsel Sunny Ismail. The PAP's lineup includes Senior Parliamentary Secretary Sean Wong, incumbent MP Ong Wei Neng, and first-time candidates Dr. Hamid Razak and lawyer Cassandra Lee. In the 2020 general election, the PAP narrowly won the predecessor West Coast GRC with 51.68% of the vote, the slimmest margin among all constituencies. Poa highlighted that the primary responsibility of members of Parliament is to debate policies and make decisions in the legislature. That should be the primary consideration for voters, she said. She noted that many residents had raised issues such as rising housing prices and the cost of living, key topics the PSP believes need policy-level responses. Dr. Tan added a personal note, commenting on the age and relative newness of his PAP opponents. "I'm not too sure whether they are as knowledgeable about the constituency as us," he said, citing his 26-year tenure as a former PAP MP for Ayaraja, which now falls within the GRC. When asked about expectations for the 2025 campaign, Leong expressed optimism. "We are looking forward to better support from the residents, and we will strive to make a breakthrough this election." He reiterated that the best way to reach voters is through clear and credible policy proposals. Dr. Tan, now 84, has earlier indicated that this election may be his last, but said he remains committed to mentoring younger politicians and championing democratic participation. Reflecting on national developments, Leong expressed disappointment at the uncontested win for PAP in Marine Parade Bradle Heights GRC. He stressed the importance of giving Singaporeans a chance to vote. Elsewhere, the PSP is also contesting Chua Chu Kang GRC and 4 single-member constituencies: Marymount, Kebun Baru, Bukit Gombak and Pioneer. Commenting on the PAP's decision to deploy Manpower Minister Tan Si Leng to Chua Chu Kang GRC, Leong said the PSP respects all opponents and will focus on appealing to residents. In 2020, the PAP won Chua Chu Kang GRC with 58.64% of the vote against a PSP team.